Imagine being 16 years old and already curing diseases doctors couldn't treat. Now imagine writing a medical book so powerful, it stayed the #1 textbook in Europe for 600 years. And imagine doing all of that 1,000 years ago. This is the insane story of the man who basically invented modern medicine, Avicenna. Avicenna was born in 980 AD in what is now Uzbekistan. And from the start, things were different. By age 10, he had already memorized the entire Quran. By age 16, he was studying medicine, philosophy, math, astronomy, and logic all at the same time. But here's the crazy part. He didn't just study medicine, he started treating patients. And according to historical records, his cures worked so well that experienced doctors began asking him for advice. Imagine being a teenager and professional physicians come to you for help. Then one day, the ruler of the region became seriously ill. None of the palace doctors could cure him. The king was dying. But someone suggested a young, genius doctor named Avicenna. So they brought in the teenager. Avicenna examined the ruler, diagnosed the illness, and saved his life. The king was so grateful that he gave Avicenna access to the royal library. And this wasn't just any library. It contained some of the greatest knowledge in the world: philosophy, medicine, science, ancient Greek works, everything. And Avicenna read it all. Years later, Avicenna did something unbelievable. He wrote a massive medical encyclopedia called the Canon of Medicine. And this book wasn't just theories. It explained how diseases spread, how to test medicine, how to diagnose illnesses, how to treat patients safely. Avicenna even described contagious diseases centuries before modern germ theory. And he emphasized something revolutionary. Doctors must test treatments scientifically before using them. Which sounds obvious today. But 1,000 years ago, that idea was revolutionary. Now here's the part that sounds impossible. Avicenna's Canon of Medicine became the standard medical textbook across the world. Doctors studied it in the Middle East, North Africa, and eventually Europe. Universities taught it for hundreds of years. In fact, some European medical schools were still using Avicenna's book in the 1600s. That means a doctor living 600 years after Avicenna was still learning from his work. One man's ideas shaped medicine for half a millennium. And Avicenna didn't stop at medicine. He wrote over 450 books: philosophy, astronomy, physics, psychology, logic. Some historians call him the greatest scientist of the Islamic Golden Age. Others simply call him the father of early modern medicine. And remember, all of this started with a teenager who loved reading books. And here's the wild part. If Avicenna hadn't written the Canon of Medicine, the history of healthcare might look completely different. One genius, one book, 600 years of influence. If you want more insane stories about historical geniuses who changed the world, hit subscribe right now, because the next story might be even crazier.